Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, a big crowd on hand. They love American football here in the English capital. We're underway from Wembley. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll have this past the 30. Prior to going out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready?
Fields going to throw right away. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and he just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Jets, 1st down.
Hey,
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go. All right.
Out of the gun, they run it at Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
11. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Green 19. Easy. Go.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Justin Fields scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Folk connects on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 16.
180!
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And he is going to have the Lions first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
And the Lions first down.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. They'll try the air now with Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibbs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. Now it's Goff. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and 3.
Hey, Shell. 180!
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 51 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7.
The game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll give the haul, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6.
Here we go. Up. Nice.
Here's Hall again. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ran it last time, now Fields to throw. And check down, complete to Hall. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Hey, Ken. Here we go. Hey, Ken. 319. Mayday. Right.
Here's Fields. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Shell. Now you won. We go tonight. 180. Hold on. Check.
After the interception, here's Goff. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st down, Detroit.
What's that?
Now run by Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
1st down, Lions.
Back to throw, Goff. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Now Goff. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
incomplete.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Goff now looks to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
And they'll run it with Gibbs. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup.
To throw is gone.
At the 23-yard line.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
All right. Hold on. Check. Here's Gibbs.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Jets 7.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Coverage by Terrion Arnold.
Here we go. Out, let's go. Turn on, front. Now it's Fields.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts
18.
as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Don't jump. Ready? Green. Chip slant. Right. Fields now to throw.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here we go, son. Green 19, son. Hey, can. West right, zip. Tonight. To the air again, Fields.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here we go. Nope, move 58, move 58, right. Now Fields. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Delta. Here we go. Go. A final shot before the break. Fields. This one deep for Wilson.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Gone. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Montgomery. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
And Gibbs has it.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
49 yards.
And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. And that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
21. Jets 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he returns this to the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
31-yard line.
Here's Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. There's Hall bringing in another one.
And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back to throw. Fields. Open man is the tight end, Mason Taylor.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Throwing again is Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here we go. 11. Hey, Ken.
To throw is Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here we go. Turbo, sir.
From the gun, here's Fields. Throw right side, Wilson.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here we go, son. Go.
Paul want to give up the middle.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Welcome back now here in London. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter.
This is 2nd and 8.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Justin Fields
With his second touchdown of the night.
And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
And even 150 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
180!
They'll go again with Gibbs. Now he's loose again.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
55 yards.
And the Lions use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Lions 28, Jets 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Fields. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Fields.
There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. Here comes second down.
Mason Taylor. It's a pickup of 6.
Operating from the gun, Fields. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Ready? 3-19, go.
Fields throwing again. That's pulled in by Wilson. And the Jets are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit.
And this is called out for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job one. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard and the time left on the clock, as you noted? So many things to go through.
Jets 21.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now, Goff. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Goff now to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Good.
All eyes on Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Huge first down, gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Here's Fields. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Now Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 2 timeouts still available. Keep that in mind. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Back to throw. That check down complete to Hall. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Extend. All right.
They'll look to throw. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Fields trying to throw for it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off.
27.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least 1 play. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner. And let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say cheerio.